Hey, how's it going? And welcome to episode number 5 in this 8-part series on music theory for guitarists. Today's video is going to be on chords, so you're going to be learning what a chord is, how to construct a chord, and how to create chord progressions. Make sure that you've watched all the previous videos in this course before watching this one, as there's essential knowledge in those videos that you need to know to apply the stuff in this lesson. So let's get started. What is a chord? A chord is a group of 3 typically or more notes played all at the same time. We can create chords by taking a scale or a key and taking particular notes out of that key and playing those notes at the same time. Different chords have different characteristics, so some chords sound happy, some sound sad, some sound tense, and these combinations of chords can create different emotions. So let's take a look at how we can construct a chord out of a key. So we'll be working in the key of C major, and the notes in the key of C major are C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. So to construct a chord, what we're going to do is we're going to take a note, we're going to skip a note and play the next note, and then we're going to skip another note and play the next note after that. So let me give you an example of that. So we're going to take C, our first note of our C major scale. We're going to skip D and we're going to play E. So in our chord we've got C and E. Then we're going to do that one more time. And so from E we're going to skip F and we're going to play G as well. So our chord is C, E and G. And that makes a C major chord. We're going to follow this formula starting on every single note of the C major scale. So if we start on D, we're going to skip E and we're going to play F. So we've got D and F, and then after F we're going to skip G and then play A. So we've got D, F and A, and that makes a D minor chord. Alright, so now what's the difference between a major and a minor chord? Well, in C major we have C and G, which are a perfect fifth apart, and in the middle we have E, which is a major third separated from C. And in the D minor chord we have D and A, which are a perfect fifth separated, just like the major chord, but there's one difference: the F is a minor third separated from the D. So that means to create a major chord we have a root, so our first note, then we have a note that's a major third above that, and then we have a note that's a perfect fifth above our root note. And in a minor chord we have our root, we have a minor third, and we have a perfect fifth. So in a major chord and a minor chord we both have the perfect fifth, but the third is what determines whether we have a major or a minor chord. So I'm not going to go through how to construct every single chord in the key of C major, but I will tell you what all the chords are. So we have C major, then we have D minor, then we have E minor, then we have F major, then we have G major, then we have A minor, and we have a special chord which we call B diminished. Now the formula to get B diminished is the same, but the intervals are slightly different. So it's just like a minor chord, so we have a root and a minor third, but there's a diminished fifth as well rather than a perfect fifth, and that is how we create a diminished chord. And in every single key the 7th chord is a diminished chord. So let's take a look. Our 1st, 4th and 5th chords, the C, the F and the G, are all major chords, and the 2nd, 3rd and 6th chords are minor chords. So we've got D minor, E minor and A minor, and that's in any key that you play in. The 1st, 4th and 5th chords in any major key are going to be major, and the 2nd, 3rd and 6th chords are going to be minor, and the 7th chord is going to be a diminished chord. So let's take a look at how we can create chord progressions with all these chords that we have available to us now. So a good idea to start off with would be to start on the first degree of our scale. So that would be C major. Lets everyone know we're playing in the key of C major. And then we can proceed to play the rest of the major chords. So we could play a 1, which is our C, then we could play a 4, which is our F chord, and we could play a 5, which is our G chord. And you can mix in all the other chords as well, and they will work. Generally 1, 4 and 5 are what are used in most contemporary music, maybe mixed in with 6, which is our A minor, but all the chords will work. So let's try something else. Let's try 1, 6, 4, 5. So we've got C, we've got A minor, we've got F, and we've got G. Okay, so now you know how you can go about creating some chord progressions in your particular key. You can mix up all the different chords in the key and see what you can come up with. The one rule I'd say that you should stick to just for now, and you can break later on, is to start your chord progressions on the first chord of your key, which would be, in this case, C major. So have fun creating your own chord progressions from the tips I gave you in this video. I'm going to be moving on into the quiz now, to see how well you've absorbed the knowledge from this video. Alright, so I've got 9 questions here for you, so let's get into the first one now. Question number 1, what is a chord? Question number 2, how do we create a major chord? Question number 3, how do we create a minor chord? Question number 4, which chords in our key are the major chords? And question number 5 is which chords in our key are the minor chords? Question number 6, what is the name for the 7th chord in our key? Question number 7, list out the names of the chords in the key of C major. Question number 8, right, this is going to take a lot of working out, but I think you should be able to do it. So, what would the 5 chord in the key of G major be? And question number 9 is, if I was to play a 1, 4, 5, 3 chord progression in the key of C, which chords would I be playing? Now, the answers are in the description below. Once you've answered all questions, check the description and see how many you've got right. Question 8 is a really tricky one, I know, but I figured that if you know all the content in all the previous videos, you should be able to work it out, even if it takes a while. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you're wanting to continue this course and watch the rest of the videos, because they'll be coming out every week. And leave a comment, let me know how you've got on with all this content and if it's been helpful or not. See you in the next video.